Did you know a 2018 study showed half of prenatal vitamins tested had unacceptable levels of heavy metals? I'm Kat, mother of 3 and founder of Ritual. When I was 4 months pregnant, I couldn't find a prenatal I could trust, so I created my own. Ours is made traceable, third-party tested for heavy metals, and recently earned the Purity Award from the Clean Label Project. But don't just take my word for it. Get 25% off at ritual.com/podcast.
Previously on Dungeon Punks. This is something that definitely hits a memory for all of you. You hear that they are also chanting Susan.
Hold up a minute. Susan.
Welcome to Dungeon Punks. I'm Stu Pop, your Dungeon Master and everyone's podcast dad, and this is episode 2 of this Rust Monster World Tour adventure. And with me as always are the members of Rust Monster.
Hello, I'm Lee Eldridge, and I play Scotty Stormbringer, who is the bass player of Rust Monster, a half-dark elf, and drinking a boozy coffee, because she can.
Like, is Lee, or?
Very method.
No, Lee doesn't really drink anymore. Lee is drinking 2 different waters.
Yeah, I haven't drank in a long time. Anyways, I'm Devin Meisner. I play Johnny Eagle, lead singer of Rust Monster, bird person classically trained. I'm a magician, it seems now. And I'm a spy sometimes who's a rangery person. And I just used a lot of blood to make a sign.
You're an illusionist, not a magician.
No, I'm a magician. It says
Tricks are
magician.
for whores.
And I am Filthy Black. I play as Cregan Stonehand, who is the drummer of Rust Monster, a deep gnome, and an invoker wizard.
Flourish.
And before we get going, we would like to acknowledge that Rust Monster and Dungeon Punks is privileged to record this show on the unceded traditional Coast Salish lands, including the Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, and Musqueam nations. And now let's dive in to episode 2 of the Battle of GuitarWolf, Kaiju, Café, and Motel, or the Susan Saga.
That's easier. Let's call it that.
The Susan Saga. Sounds like the Twilight Saga.
Oh, no.
And if I see Sparkly, shut him out. Or super in. I haven't decided yet.
The Fable of the Flute, the Susan Saga, the Battle of the GuitarWolf, Kaiju, Café, and Motel.
We'll just rebrand it anyways when we re-release this thing, so it's fine.
I'm the one who uploads stuff.
Oh, shit.
Sometimes.
Well, it's going to be like how we call everything Game of Thrones now. Even though it wasn't. That's just the first book.
Song of Ice and Fire?
No, Game of Thrones was the first book, right?
Yeah, I know.
And now they just call it Game of Thrones series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Song of Ice and Fire.
Game of Thrones is a better title for the whole series anyways than A Song of Ice and Fire.
Yeah.
Though both make sense. Anyways, let's dive back in. When last we left off, Johnny had made a sign out of blood to get the attention of Susan, who turned out to be the White Pearl Sentai Ranger.
Yeah. To be fair, dude, that's kind of on you because those Sharpie ran out, so I had to improvise. You could have just used your magical DM powers and let me have a bigger Sharpie.
Hey, the dice decided, and that is the magic of role-playing games. Dice are collaborators.
My blood is on your hands.
So,
You could have used spit and dirt instead, or something.
Susan is also a Medusa and a pop idol who is holding an impromptu concert after defeating the Kaiju Prawn Slinger, which was a giant pistol shrimp that had a real pistol for a hand that shot lasers and a cowboy hat that was unexplained.
Where do you get a cowboy hat? Popeye.
Yes, she is a Popeye, which is a magical creature in this land that eats
spinach.
Yeah, eats spinach. We'll be exploring that in the next Rust Monster adventure. For this one, though, the Susan has jumped into the cockpit of the Honey Badger Sentai and is now powering up. What's everyone doing? Cregan is... we should also do that Cregan's story this last episode has been him slowly eating a very large pizza.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like it's a plot line, dude.
Not even slowly eating at this point. I think if you got through 3 pounds of pizza in the time that took you to walk down a street, you were very quickly eating a very large pizza.
Is there someone from the restaurant following him to make sure he's actually eating the pizza? Because they didn't make him pay for it yet.
No, they said that he glows, like if he
There's
finishes
some magic
or something
involved, I think.
So
because they also knew, they said that they would know if I cheated, so...
Right.
Yeah.
So they don't have to keep an eye on him?
I don't know.
And there's probably some magic involved with your gold piece cards that will just transfer the money if he fails.
It wasn't so much a dine and dash as a dine and saunter slowly.
Yeah.
He signed a huge contract too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Is this like hot dog eating rules? Like, is he not allowed to dunk it in water?
I mean, I suppose he could dunk it in water, but he does have to consume every molecule of the pizza.
Yeah. In competitive
Even
hot
the
dog eating.
crumbs.
Yeah.
If he loses crumbs, he has to
surprising.
pick them off the ground.
Surprisingly not crummy, the pizza. Not very crummy. Low crumb on the pizza.
What about oil? It's an oily pizza.
Not
I
very
need to know
oily pizza.
details about this pizza. Steve.
Luckily, I mean, mostly you wouldn't like leave, but because of the burrito shape that Cregan has formed, it's actually not losing any oil.
He may have to drink the bottom of the wrapper after.
Just with some intricate folding so far, not losing any oil. Might get dicey towards the end. Who knows?
Tune in next time.
I will say this, just a little DM insight, little guide. I think you're called a guide in Quest. He has so far not missed anything. He still is in his hands, holds all the remaining pizza that he needs to eat.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay.
I was worried about that.
Now that we've
There's an
established,
equal split of 80% in his hands, 20% in his belly.
So
Plus, great arm workout because it's fully 12 pounds of pizza that he's just lifting over and over.
Well, I think at this point I don't even have to lift it because it's just like a tube just right
That's
under
fair.
my mouth.
are you super
like
stoked
slowly
about this right now, or is this hell for you? Like, is this a good moment for Cregan?
Cregan does really love mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm full, but it's okay.
All right. So the robot Sente.
Yeah, I just wave goodbye. That's what I do as I'm eating my pizza.
Johnny, how are you reacting to this?
Does it fly by us?
It's powering up right now.
How far is it?
You're probably like, I'd say 100 meters from it because you're probably
Does this
at the
one fly?
back of the crowd. You haven't seen it fly.
It burrowed.
How did it? Yeah, I thought it burrowed. And how did it get?
It burrows,
from
but it did get onto the
Just climb down the mountain?
floating
Or-
acoustic forest somehow. So it probably does have some sort of flight capabilities.
Hmm.
I
You
mean,
haven't seen it do so yet.
All of the Sentes we had could fly, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Some slower than others. Some needed some help. Gonna need a bigger rocket from Brent's butt rocket or whatever.
Brett's Rocket Emporium.
Yeah, you got a butt. We got a rocket.
Benefiting space babies.
How close can
Johnny,
I?
you can see it powering up in the distance as well.
Okay.
I would like to throw my coffee at the windshield.
Whoa.
Okay, this is going to be, you need a real tight spiral to get it there. Could roll me.
I could fly up there too.
I think by the time you fly there,
Okay.
other stuff might have happened. So I'm going to need, if
throw it.
you're going to throw it, roll to throw it.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it. 5.
You flip your cup to get a better hold of it and just dump scalding hot coffee onto your hand.
Ah, sucks.
You don't take any damage. It just hurts.
I hate that
And you
person.
drop your cup, and it sort of hits the ground, shatters because I don't think they have paper cups yet. It's
This is like
fully
the
just a
worst
mug.
birthday ever. Yeah.
You've lost your touch, Johnny.
I just shake my head at him.
I think you're getting old.
I think I am. It's been like a year. Practically dead now. Ow. Anyone else have any ideas? Go towards that building.
Yeah, you can each have a turn before the Sentai will go.
You got a coffee once you throw it.
I'm not gonna throw my coffee. I just put booze in it.
And you're
You waste.
much farther away than Johnny.
Yeah. Wait, am I yelling to John? Is Johnny yelling at us to do something?
Probably.
What are we gonna do? Right?
I say
What's the
I could
point?
probably fly there, but I don't want to. Also, you got wings.
Yeah,
I
creating
guess
flying
they-
shoes.
We all have some way of flying, don't we? No, the powder is gone now.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how fast I can get to that thing. Like, if it's going to be like going towards the mountain, I'm assuming I'm going to like intersect it.
Well, you've had your turn, which was trying to throw the coffee.
It was a good
So-
idea.
Cregan, if you want to attempt something, you can.
I take a bite of pizza.
Fantastic.
It's a good move.
At this point, I am going to need you to roll starting now to see if you can push past this pizza because you do have fully 3 pounds of pizza in your stomach.
I got a 13.
You keep eating that pizza.
Man.
You feel, you're not sure why, but you feel like you have a sense of urgency now, and you get another 3 pounds down.
Okay.
Sense of urgency, like bathroom urgency.
We're going in fifths of pizza for now.
Gosh.
Fifths of pizza, fifths of scotch.
This is the All Fifths podcast. Scotty, what are you up to?
Perfect fifths, minor fourths, the other part of that song. I don't know. I am warring between, in myself, trying to decide if Scotty cares or not if we go talk to this Susan person. Because, that would be better for the podcast if we did, but also...
Because also out of
what's
game,
the
like,
point?
I don't think our characters care beyond the, like,
Johnny wants the flute.
yeah, beyond the flute thing. So Johnny has his motivation, but, like, the whole Susan thing actually doesn't have as much weight on our characters as our players, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess
yeah.
I'd be curious about the whole teaming up with Lord Led thing, but, like, we don't even know if that
This is
was
someone that has
that Girl
fought you in
Ranger.
the past.
Yeah, like it's a baddie and now it's a good person. Like that
Tour's
seems.
over. We're on tour. I don't know.
I don't know. It's not like we really
I'm
finished the
retired.
job.
If it helps you have flashbacks to Lord Led merged with the Badger punching you in the robot.
Ow.
He's like, come on.
Sorry, I'm just looking at
Podcast
my-
dad needs this.
I'm looking at my powers. I don't know what they do. I don't know this
Podcast
game.
Dad doesn't need this. The podcast needs something.
The patrons
Also, out of
need
game,
it.
like, I genuinely can't do anything.
Because you're trying this pizza.
Oh, trust me. You eating the pizza is absolutely enough right now.
Okay.
This pizza is not a red herring pizza. I'll just tell you that much.
No, that was the seaweed pizza.
The chicken of the sea.
I don't know. I just think if we're gonna try and fight her, we're gonna lose because we do not have Sentais anymore.
I just want to talk to her. I pull a tracking beacon out of my boot because I have one of those.
You can't do anything. You had your turn. I can track things, people, animals.
I mean,
speak
you
with
can
them.
absolutely, just to move things along if you want. If Scotty just wants to take a sip of her coffee and see how things turn out, you can definitely have it.
Yep. Let's go with that. Scotty just slowly saunters over to where Johnny is and takes a loud sip of her coffee.
All right, so you start walking towards Johnny, taking a sip of your coffee. It's, a distance
bad
down the
idea.
block.
Maybe see that part again. I almost choked.
Well, it's a podcast now.
Scotty, you start sipping. You choke a little bit if you're forgetting that you had just put alcohol into it.
Yeah.
And start sauntering towards Johnny. You don't get very far before the honey badger starts to act. Again, through the speakers, you can hear Susan's voice as she shouts, "I'm not going back." And then the mouth of the honey badger opens up and a bolt of lightning shoots towards Johnny and Cregan. Is there anything you can do to stop that?
Is this would you say that this is magic?
Yeah, the Sentai are definitely magic powered. That's established for sure.
Okay, so with just a mouthful of pizza, I sort of nonchalantly just kind of wave my hand and I say,
No.
All right. So what does that ability do? Because you're using the ability no, which is a wizard ability.
yeah, so I say no and attempt to neutralize the spell. You declare that you are using it before the guide describes the consequences. And then I rolled a dice, I think. And I rolled a 12, which is in the bracket of 11 to 19. So the spell is stopped before it is cast.
Okay, so you can see this lightning sort of starting up in the mouth. It starts to shoot out. You go no, and it's almost like it hits a barrier and fizzles out around you.
Okay.
I'd say even through your no spell, though, you feel the hit. That probably would have done a lot of damage if it had hit you.
Gotcha. Yeah, and then I kind of swallow my bite of pizza and then look at Johnny and Scotty and sort of eyes wide, cock an eyebrow.
It is.
What now?
It's back to your round. Those are the players. So the way Quest works, instead of having the usual kind of initiative, is all of the PCs go and then all of the NPCs go.
Okay.
Back to where? Where does she think we're taking her?
Got some baggage.
Where do you think we're... Where? We're back to where? I just yell.
You can see that The honey badger is raising a paw as if it's about to swipe down currently at Johnny and Cregan because they're within range.
I'm just like, time out. We want to talk.
Johnny and Cregan, what are you going to do?
I want to try to see. I just want to talk to her. Can my bloom mic actually amplify my voice?
What does it say your bloom mic can do?
It's all offensive stuff, but it used to be able to amplify voices because it's a microphone still.
Yeah, you'd need to be plugged into something.
I never did before. That's cool. How loud can I be, just in general? Can I try to like talk to this person?
You can be as loud as you can shout, so you can shout at them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna shout. I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to scream. I just want to talk.
Okay.
I don't know if I can like parlay or something.
I mean, it's definitely foreshadowing. There is a giant paw swinging in your direction. It takes a long time to actually get into hitting range, but that's coming. Cregan, what are you up to?
I spring into action, and I'm going to cast a magical shield around my person. Johnny, you're on your own. And I just run to the left, let's just say, trying to dodge out of the way from this attack. If it hits, it's going to hurt.
Okay, I think you can give me a roll to make the run.
Okay. So before I roll, I guess just to clarify, the shield, it just blocks 3 points of damage.
Okay.
So it just soaks up a little bit of damage around me, but extra precaution, I try to get out of the way, and I roll a 1.
You just fully trip.
No, my pizza!
Yeah, you trip and you do drop your pizza. I was going to give you another roll to eat more pizza, but the pizza is now rolling away from you.
Okay.
Oh.
It's still in one piece, so you don't need to go searching for bits. Also, because I do not want to deal with that bookkeeping, so it will always be in one piece.
Okay.
Now, Susan is going to strike. So it'll be a roll to see both Johnny and Cregan, who are both in the range of this. You both get out of the way, but there's nothing about advantage. Cregan, you just fell hurt. I think your shield would absorb whatever you took. And the claw, Johnny, you're able to drop to the ground as well as the claw just like goes over your head, missing both of you because it rolled very low, and it just crashes into a building. And actually, sorry, I think, there's a succeed at a cost on one of those rolls. So I'm going to say it does catch Cregan a little bit, but for half damage, which you would remove 3 from Cregan. So you only take 1 point of damage. It would have done 4 damage to you.
Okay. So my shield is dispersed, and I take a little bit of damage.
Yeah. And right now you see its paw seems to be stuck in this like old stone building as it's trying to pull it out. And you all have time to act again. The Sente and Susan do not seem to be hearing your calls to talk.
Okay. She can see us though, right?
You would assume, yeah.
I would like to mesmerize them.
Okay. What does mesmerize do?
You dazzle a nearby or commoner or minion with an optical. Are they considered commoners or minions?
No.
I don't even know what that is. What's a commoner or a minion?
There's like creature types, basically.
I'm assuming this is none of those.
Commoners, minions, and bosses, and the Honey Badger, Sente, and Susan collectively are a boss.
Okay, well then I can't do that. Well then I'm going to get to cover then because I don't really want to fight this person. I just want to talk. Didn't the sign say that?
Yeah, but it said it in blood, so that was threatening.
Only the last few letters were, and it was just kind of shading it in. Most of it is Sharpie.
Yeah, the Sharpie, the more distinct part, definitely said that you fought before in robots. And then written in blood was like, I just want to talk.
Well, that is up to interpretation. I really want to start launching bolts at this thing, so I guess I'll take cover.
All right,
I'll
you can run cover. You can run a cover, and you can launch a bolt. That's all feasible within your turn.
I guess I could like just shoot whatever this is, scintillate.
Okay.
It's free and it shoots a bolt towards my target. And I roll a dice to see if I hit.
Roll that dice.
I want to aim it like it's, I guess that's thing that's stuck in its paw that's stuck. Either way, I rolled a 9, which is not very good.
The tough success is you can either miss in this case, or you'll hit, but the pearl body of the honey badger will reflect the spell back at you. So it will damage the Sente, but you will take the same amount of damage.
I'm just going to let it miss then.
Okay. It misses. And you start to wonder if your spells will be able to damage something this big. You
Yep.
may need to get big yourself.
Can't.
We need the pizza. Cregan, you gotta
Cregan.
finish the pizza.
Cregan, what are you going to do?
You need to embiggen yourself.
I'm going to go last, if that's okay, just as Cregan gets up back to his feet.
For sure. So, Scotty, it is your turn.
I have few things that I can do at this distance and to something that large. But I guess I can try and distract them with shooting arrows.
Sure.
I pull my bow off my back because I'm carrying it around for some reason. That's normal. Is it far? Is it really far away?
Oh, it's absolutely within range of your bow.
Oh, okay. Because I have a thing that I could make it not that far. I have this thing called Deadeye. So if I use 3, I can aim and focus. You can aim and focus your senses, automatically scoring a triumph with a ranged weapon on a nearby creature or object that you target.
Okay.
The hit disables the targeted limb.
Yeah, you can definitely spend those action points and use that.
Okay, we'll do that. I don't need to roll then, right?
No, if it says it works, you automatically do it. So you score a triumph,
Yep.
so you do your damage.
Okay. I don't know how much damage a longbow does, because I didn't write it
Well,
down.
for now, the thing you do realize is that this thing is invulnerable to small people damage, but you do get the arrow in the joint, and the limb is disabled as per your ability.
Okay, cool.
So you kind of see that one arm that it swiped with is not working currently. Obviously, on their turn, they can try and deal with that. But yeah, for now, one limb disabled.
Cool.
Cregan.
Cregan back on his feet, he, for some reason, feels it necessary to chase after the rolling burrito pizza and attempts to pick it up.
You scoop up that pizza.
And I'm going to start
5-second roll.
5-second rule, yeah. I guess I will take a bite. I think, is it possible for Cregan to multitask? Or would you say my entire action would be running after the pizza and picking it up and eating or taking a bite?
What do you want to multitask to do?
Potentially, I know that you already said that the Sente looks like it's immune to damage, but just in the fiction, I think Cregan would like to grab one of his drumsticks and just shoot a magical strike at the Sente to confirm his theory that this creature
I'll let you
cannot
do
be
like
harmed.
a cool action movie as you dive for the burrito, roll up onto your knee, fire off a magical strike, and then take a bite of your burrito pizza.
Okay.
So I think you need to roll for magical strike.
I do, actually, yes. That will be a 14. So I think is that just a normal success?
Yes.
Or, okay.
Just a normal success. I think anything from 11 to 19 is just a normal success.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you have perfect aim. The magical bolt hits the side of the Sente and it does no damage. And then
Okay.
you take a bite of that pizza. You can give me a roll.
Don't fail me now. 12?
You get another fifth of that pizza down.
Okay.
You're feeling full. Also, just the ground looks a little farther from your head than usual. It's not
Okay.
quite noticeable from a distance yet, but Cregan, you are slightly larger now.
Ooh.
And it's time for the honey badger to go. It is going to try and clear the arrow out of its arm so that it has a usable arm now. I rolled a 16. So most of its turn is just trying to move its sort of stiff robot head to get down there and grab that arrow. And it pulls it out and then sort of turns back and does the very bad robot thing of its eyes, which were going blue before, turn red, is like a sign of anger.
I don't know if this applies, but my thing also says the limb becomes disabled and cannot be used until it is restored by a healer, but it's a robot, so...
Mechanic? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll say that it will have to spend some action points then to do that, along with the roll. So I will expend some action points. That will be Susan using some magical skills. And it is now Rust Monster's turn again.
Pizza eating montage.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go first just because it looks like if neither spell or sword can affect this thing, I'm out of ideas beyond just eating this pizza.
I feel like it's a good idea.
So I will take another bite.
Make your roll.
15. I've gotten 30. I think I've gotten 12, 13, 14, and 15.
Incremental. You're only down to the final 3 pounds of pizza. And you are about as tall as Johnny now.
It's not very tall.
Oh.
I mean, that's about double Cregan's regular.
Yeah, I'm 4 feet tall.
You're 4 feet tall?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you were taller than that.
Maybe I'm not super tall. I'm a bird.
Okay.
I mean, the feather hawk goes.
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
The platform
That's not real
shapes.
height.
All right. Who's going next?
No, platform talons. I honestly don't know what I can be doing in this situation except hiding. Unless, like, our buddy...
from where you are, you can see Cregan getting bigger when he eats this pizza.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Shove it in his mouth?
Force feed him like a duck.
Yeah, because I'm not...
You can also get pizza.
Yeah, but it's taken him like 6 rounds to eat the fucking thing. Like, I'm going to be here for a while, dude.
Chew it up for me.
Yeah.
Can I just get a pizza smoothie?
Yeah.
There's certainly an option. I'm sure you can find a smoothie place with a blender and blend this pizza.
Oh, yeah. I want to run to the pizza place and try to figure out the active ingredient that makes you actually grow.
It's the mushrooms.
As you were running towards the pizza place, Johnny, you also see a sign really just being put up. You can see the guy putting it up in the Capture Creature Company store that says, now available, Dynamic Maximum Wands.
Fuck, I was wondering if you were going to do that. I stop immediately and run towards it.
All right, you run into that. That is going to be your turn for now.
Yeah.
As you run into the Capture Creature store. Scotty, what are you up to?
So Cregan, I can see him, I guess, because
he's visibly bigger now. Yeah.
That's weird. Johnny has run away. That's not unexpected. I'm trying to decide if I would make the leap to the pizza. If I would actually figure that out.
Right, so you look between Cregan, who's bigger now, and the pizza shop. Cregan pizza shop, Cregan pizza shop, and then you also look down the block where you can see the GuitarWolf, Kaiju Café and Capsule Motel. The sign of which looks like an old, kind of rundown Sentai, the GuitarWolf. It's a bipedal thing with a wolf head robot and a rusty old guitar slung over its back. And then back to the pizza place, back to Cregan, back to the pizza place, back to the Sentai.
Okay, so the sign is a sign shaped like a Sentai, or it is a Sentai?
It's, there's that one hotel in Nevada that has the dinosaur, but then there's the sign hanging off of the dinosaur.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
It's pretty much
it's definitely like that roadside motel that's it's got a Sentai that's that's been repurposed into a thing to hold the sign that says the name of the...
Think of a giant statue holding a sign, but that statue's actually a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I understood that. It was all the examples.
Any other weird landmarks we can use?
Okay, so it's it's that scene from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly where they're going between the 3 characters, except it's just my eyes going pizza, Cregan, Sentai. We get to the closest close-up on my eyes, and I finally understand Galaxy Brain, and I just book it towards the Sentai hotel.
All right. You start running towards that. I think you can get to it. There is still a rusty old ladder going up the side of it, the ladders they used to get into fighter jets. You scramble up that as Johnny inside. You are shoving over a cache to get a dynamic maximum wand.
I thought you were going to say shoving over a child.
Yeah, probably. I really hope it's full on Sailor Moon scepter.
It does require you, of course, like all capture creature things, you need to use it on a capture creature, not yourself.
Of course. Good thing I have one. Literally just one. Can I use it in the store? Will he just explode the store?
Oh, it'll absolutely destroy the store if you use it inside.
That's why you should put my sign up.
Do you throw out Dandelion?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no.
Cregan, I'm going to, just for this heck of it, I imagine you're just like running, the honey badger is like following after you in this little honey badger run, or giant honey badger run. Give me a roll to get that last chunk of pizza down.
This is going to be where I fumble. I just feel it.
Puke profusely.
Hey, what? 14.
14. Oh, it's tough. It's tough, but you get that last bite down. You get that last little lick of sauce and oil off of your fingers. And you, much to Johnny's chagrin, though Johnny's going to have a cool moment in a second, you have the full-on like Sailor Moon glowing thing as you just like grow in size.
Ribbons are wrapping around you.
Ribbons wrapping around you. They don't have any real effect or give you new clothes. You just grow giant. So do your clothes and all of your items. As you now stand about 40 feet tall, which is about half the size of like a regular kaiju, but you know, you're a gnome.
So it's really just that last bite that takes you over the top.
You have to finish it all. This is how they know.
The last bite's a doozy. I feel like they should rethink their business plan.
Probably not many people.
One has successfully done it until Scotty, you turn the key. It actually, I think, it probably has like a lawnmower pull start sort of thing inside. It rumbles to a start. You pull off the guitar. The guitar is fully like a Doof Warrior gas-powered guitar.
Nice.
Turns out it is a bass guitar, luckily. And the GuitarWolf stands to its full height.
Do I control it with a guitar inside the...
You do now. Absolutely, you do.
It's like a Guitar Hero controller.
It's like the inside of a Jaeger with the like feet things, and you're like hooked in, hanging from wires, but you have a guitar.
It is like one of those arcade machines in Japan that isn't actually like a guitar controller.
And as you're like, oh, this is actually pretty cool, the building that once contained the Capture Creature Company store explodes as a massive lion made out of plants appears, maximum size, even looks a little bit different. Like there's more details and more like plants coming off of it.
It's evolving.
It's its new dynamic maximum form dandelion.
Nice. Can I ride it like a Treyu rode?
Oh, you are fully on the top of its head, commanding it with your dynamic maximum wand. I think the dynamic maximum form, it's kind of bipedal. It's a little more kaiju-like. Its tail is really long and made of like vines wrapping around. Yeah.
Everywhere it steps, flowers burst out of the ground.
Yep. That's also happening.
I'd say that's lame, but I'd be lying. Dandelion. It's a little pun joke for all you.
You just can't hide those lion eyes.
And you all in your sentes on your capture creatures and
you're Cregan.
and you're Cregan. You run and form up to face down the honey badger sentai, which sort of stops. And now through the speakers, you hear Susan go, "Okay, hey, we can talk."
Too late.
Do you say too late?
Yeah.
Okay, Susan
Scotty's
is
not like tactful. Please.
Well, you got this super robot thing. You want to try it out.
I want to try it out.
All right, so just so you know, all of you now have 50, or you add 40 hit points to whatever you would have had before. So if you've taken damage, just take that into account. And Scotty, you say too bad, and then you hear an angry fine from the honey badger, and it opens its mouth and sends another blast of lightning, which will hit you for 12 damage, creating a deafening blast of thunder. Oh, actually 14 damage, because you are made of metal. Your sentai. And it is now your turn. You guys can act in whatever order you want amongst yourselves.
I don't know how useful any of these power things are now.
You can also add 4 damage to any of your attacks.
Okay.
Because you are giant sized now.
But can I only use Dandelion's attacks then? Because he only has a swipe for 2 damage.
Yes, they'll let you use a ranged thing as well because he does have solar beam.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind using charge up for some solar beam.
Okay, I think solar beam will do more damage, but you're going to have to spend 2 AP to use it.
Sure.
All right, you start taking in sunlight.
So you have to
and
charge up first?
No, you can't use it 2 turns in a row. You start taking in sunlight. You fire that solar beam. Make an attack roll.
14.
You hit for, so that'd be for 6.
Yes. If it does the same as my usual swipe.
Yeah. Boom. You hit with that solar beam. You now know that you will need to recharge. Who's next?
I will go next. Cregan runs up to face the badger in what looks like hand-to-hand combat, but before engaging in melee, he just stops right in front of the honey badger and claps his hands and expels a thunderous wave of force in front of him. The wave, not that this would matter, but hits 3 creatures, so we'll just say the one, for 2 points of damage, which I guess
would turn to 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. You clap your hands, and now that you are no longer small, you let out this massive thunder wave. Definitely fells some buildings, because any good kaiju fight is going to just damage buildings regardless of what side you're on. And yeah, the honey badger stumbles back, but you do get a sense that it don't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it wants.
Been building up to that joke since season 1. Was it worth it? Probably not.
Nah.
I
Scotty.
am going to wild attack. You attack with reckless power, disregarding your safety. Describe a signature style for this attack and what it looks like when you make it. So GuitarWolf has giant guitar?
Yes.
Okay, and that's the weapon? It's kind of like my Chaos Bringer?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah,
In fact, I would say you could have unplugged the guitar controller and unplugged in Chaos Bringer.
Oh, yes, I did that. I would have, I did, that happened.
Or Chaos Bringer just instinctively melds with the controller because it
Just eats the controller.
Yeah, it fully eats the controller. A mouth opens up in Chaos Bringer and eats the controller.
We're gonna have to talk about that one later. But right now, I just like wind up for a big baseball swing.
You come running in, baseball swing ready, crushing small food carts.
So I have to roll for this one. And so I'm using Chaos Bringer and Wild Attack, I guess.
What does Wild Attack do?
It has different effects depending on what I roll.
Oh, okay.
So I rolled 17 and I deal double damage.
Oh, spicy. What's the normal
Yeah.
damage?
3
So
plus 4.
7. So you did 14 damage?
Yes.
Holy crap. That was wild.
Okay.
Yeah, if I rolled a 20 on that, I could have done double damage. And then there's a triumph thing for Chaos Bringer too. So
Well, that was a lot of damage.
Wait, sorry. If you rolled a 20, you could do double? Wait,
quadruple.
quadruple. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's a triumph? Is that a 20? It was a triumph.
Triumph is a 20, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because my Rusty Rapier just makes things disintegrate when I hit a 20. But I'm on a kitty right now.
Yeah, you crash into the honey badger, dealing massive damage with your guitar.
I mean, that's how much damage it did to me. So fair play, huh?
Absolutely. I mean, Susan has definitely identified you as the major threat and is going to take a swipe at you. And it's going to hit for 8 damage.
Okay.
That's just a regular honey badger claw.
Regular
Rakes
honey
into
badger
the
claw.
old metal of the GuitarWolf. And Susan, shouting through the speakers, shouts, "Back off!" And then
Just laugh.
your laughter is punctuated by another explosion. And all of your eyes are drawn towards the landfill.
Uh-oh.
From the heights you're now standing at, you can see there's a bunch of carts marked Capture Creature Company. They all seem to be, there seem to be people there who are now running. We're dumping crates of magical waste. And you can see rising out of the landfill is a massive red panda dressed like a garbage man, holding giant bags of garbage. It's the trash panda.
Okay.
Oh no.
And you do hear someone out on the street go, "Oh no, it's the trash panda."
Like they've seen it before?
That's what I mean. It seems like they've seen these monsters before. This must happen a lot.
It's like, is this like a Tuesday for them or what?
Yeah, pretty much. You are now thinking back to all the pamphlets which say, J City, come see our kaiju fights.
Murray,
Yeah,
we gotta
we
talk
are
to
the
Murray.
kaiju
We gotta talk to this dude.
It is a famous punk venue. He kept saying that.
And it's like running at us.
Yeah, it starts running at you, and it's like winding up its garbage bag like a pillow in a pillow fight, just really spinning it, getting ready to hit someone.
I stop laughing and turn to Susan and the honey badger and say, team up? Because this seems more important than whatever is happening here.
Give me a roll. See if you can convince her.
I'll roll the shiny die. That's 15.
She goes, You're right. We need to save the city. Which seems very dramatic considering you know this happens a lot. And it's just very, very serious tone.
Well, what happened if she wasn't here?
I don't know. Maybe it's like a Batman Joker situation that she's here because,
Oh, yeah.
with the kaiju. Yeah.
Man.
Told you, conspiracy.
True.
Yeah, she turns and starts charging the honey badger towards the trash panda, which is a sentence I didn't think I was going to say.
Sentences that have never been said before.
And she just attacked, so it is your turn. I think Lee, your turn was your round was convincing her to help. So Cregan and Johnny, what are you going to do?
I can just go pounce on it. My trash panda.
All right.
Use my scratch attack.
You haven't trained Dandelion enough to know anything other than scratch attack.
Yeah, wasn't it like the joke that and the thing that it was just innately born with?
You do see on your wand, there is a little like magical rune that's lighting up. It says dynamic maximum power ready.
Ooh, I pressed it.
Wait, no, it has solar beam.
Yeah, but I can't use it this turn.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I pressed that button. I'm going to like super scratch.
All right. It says solar flare activated. And you see flowers and open up all along Dandelion's back and start soaking in solar energy. And on its next turn, it will be able to make a devastating attack.
Ooh, that's cool. And there's like some sweet music going on.
Oh, absolutely. And also the like weird sound of the crowds in Pokemon Shield where it's
like a soccer match. I don't even know what's going on. It's really weird.
Cregan, what are you up to?
Cregan is going to do his ultimate move. He's going to raise his hand to the sky, and he summons a spectral weapon into his hand. Canonically, it just says it should be a warhammer, but of course it's going to be a bat.
Of course.
And yeah, this spectral baseball bat appears into his hands. It crackles with this blue-green light and leaves a deep reverberating sound in its wake. And I take the weapon in hand and engage the trash panda and wind up with a big swing and try to attack. I will make a roll, and that will be a 12.
That'll hit.
So the weapon does 3 points of damage.
All right, so you do 7.
Yes.
You connect with the trash panda's face. It like topples back into a building, but retains its footing.
How many AP points did we?
Generally, you have 10.
Okay.
And we didn't really use this game very much in the last episode, in the last like adventure we did. So I don't think you guys have spent any.
Oh, like does it like is it forever?
Yeah, but you do get 5 back at the beginning of everything. So
okay. I have a default of 15.
Okay, and yeah, you have 15 then. We'll say that makes sense for everybody.
Okay, because I have spent 9 already somehow.
So you have 6 left then.
Yeah. Okay.
The honey badger is going to strike the trash panda, but the trash panda ducks out of the way, and then the trash panda is going to swing its bag of trash at Cregan.
Whoa!
That's going to hit for 8 damage. And it just smells real not great. There's no other powers to it. You just get hit by a big old bag full of garbage.
That's a really big bag of trash.
Yeah, it must be a ginormous bag.
It is several stories tall. Yeah.
And like
I try to pinata the trash bag, but I miss.
And we're back to Rust Monster's turn.
Scatty.
I am going to activate Chaos Bringer. So it takes 4 AP.
Okay.
When activated, the axe bends the fate of creatures nearby it. The next 10 rolls use the following spread. 1 to 9 is catastrophe, 10 is a tough choice, 11 to 20 is a triumph.
11 to 20? Holy crap.
Yeah.
That everyone or just favorable creatures? I can't remember.
It just says the fate of creatures nearby it the next 10 rolls.
Wait,
Okay,
that's
everybody.
That's everybody.
If the wielder of Chaosbringer rolls a 1 while the die is activated, the axe booms out a rending magic wave, dealing 4 damage to all creatures within 1,000 kilometers. You made this, Stu.
You kill the entire town.
You made this bed.
I did. It is based off an actual item from the quest book, so I can't take all the credit. But yeah, that's awesome. In the words of Michael Keaton, you want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
That is truly chaos, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, everything around you just starts getting a little more chaotic. On that note, Devin, would you like to unleash the solar flare ability?
Yeah, I guess I can roll and see what happens.
Yep.
Oh, it's 6.
Catastrophe!
Something horrible happens to me.
In my defense, I didn't realize this applied to everybody until Stu said it did.
Okay. Dandelion fully just explodes with energy. I think everyone is going to take some damage.
Even the trash panda?
Even the trash panda, but also you. Everyone's going to take 8 points of damage.
Whoa.
This might be the episode where we die. We finally kill off Rust Monster, so we don't have to play these characters anymore.
Yeah.
That would be a very sad day.
It would be sad. I would actually be sad.
You are flung from the top of Dandelion and land on a building nearby, having taken your 8 damage. And now Dandelion is just kind of loose.
Dandelion will try to find me if he can't find me. That's like one of the companion things.
Okay.
Dandelion's still there. I thought he literally exploded.
No, well, he exploded with energy, but he did not use the self-destruct ability, which would have caused him to faint.
I see.
That would have been a 1 if Johnny had rolled a 1.
Creepy.
Okay, and then it is Cregan. So, Johnny, I think you're at 1 hit point right now.
Oh, is it like me as well? I thought we all got hit points.
Well, yours was technically given to, those hit points went to Dandelion.
Well, let me get this straight. So everyone else has 50 hit points except for me.
Well, normally all the attacks were going to go against Dandelion and not you, but then you rolled a catastrophe.
Dead then? Yeah.
Then I chaosed everything.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm down to 1. Some would say I regret making that sign. I don't.
Johnny has no regrets.
No regrets.
Yeah, I got this spectral weapon in hand, so I'm just going to keep swinging. Take a hit. Ooh, that's going to be a 3.
Okay, that is a catastrophe.
Whoops.
It's going really well.
It's going really well, guys.
I think you slip in all the giant garbage.
No.
And obviously you miss. And I think, you're prone now. You have to like spend your turn like detangling yourself from all this garbage.
Okay.
So his catastrophe is, there's so much garbage around me. I'm like dying on a building.
Yeah, if you had rolled a hit, there would have been like a KO. So
Okay.
it's in degrees, you know? All right, the honey badger is going to make its attack. Hopefully it does not roll like another catastrophe. All right, that is a very big success. So that's going to be double damage. Trash Panda like digs both of its honey badger digs both of its claws into the Trash Panda.
Oh, right. The honey badger's on our side now. Okay, this
Honey
is good.
badger's on your side.
So it triumphed with its claws.
Triumphed with its claws. But the Trash Panda is going to fight back, but against the honey badger for now. That will also hit and do a bunch of damage to the already damaged honey badger.
Does it triumph too?
Pretty hurt. Yeah. Everything triumphs.
Some dude like goes and high fives another person and kills him by accident.
And that is 4 of our 10 rolls.
Oh, 10 rolls combined. Okay.
You definitely looking like the honey badger might not survive another hit like that. It's got like chunks of giant broken bottles sticking out of it from the exploded garbage bag. We're back to Rust Monster's turn.
I am going to wild attack if I wild attack, normally on a triumph, I would deal quad damage.
Yeah.
So if I get a triumph, Chaos Bringer is activated. It doesn't have to be a 20, it just has to be a triumph.
Yep.
Okay.
Call that a combo.
I'm gonna wild attack. Just chaos all up in here. That is 14.
That is quad damage. How much damage is that? And of course, describe the style of your attack.
I'm gonna stylize it a little bit more this time instead of just winding up and swinging. I'm going to do a jump. So the old decrepit, what's this thing called again? All I can think of is Jaeger.
The GuitarWolf.
GuitarWolf, yeah. Like leaps into the air and one-handed brings the giant Chaos Bringer axe base down on the Trash Panda's head.
Say, just to add to that, you do see that there is a button for like boosters on the GuitarWolf.
Ooh. Okay. To add to that, on a triumph, the axe's blade thunders and erupts with lightning, dealing an extra 4 damage.
Cool. So it would have done 7, right? Was the normal? Then times 4.
Times 4.
So it's 28 plus 4.
Yeah.
So it's 32. Trash Panda had 19 hit points left. So you leave in the air, you're pressing that thing, the like very anime like foot rockets and back rockets, like fire, jets of fire behind you as you rocket towards Trash Panda. Your overhand strike as like lightning bursts out. You end up, you're silhouetted against I'd say the sun is setting now for some reason. As you flash back it with the lightning trailing behind you. And for a second, it's like, did she hit? What happened? And then the like lightning explodes through the middle of Trash Panda and it is cut in half by your guitar strike and it topples to the ground.
And in silhouette, I just like raise my hand over my head in like freeze frame. Well, the GuitarWolf is, yeah.
I'm not looking forward to the pizza next week.
And I think that's a great place to end it, to be honest with you.
We didn't get to talk to Susan.
We can talk to Susan if you want.
I feel like we
Absolutely.
should.
All right. Well, this will be a little epilogue.
Epilogue. Post credits.
Post credits as Cregan shrinks back down. The effects are limited time. Also, you run out of dynamic maximum power on the wand, and Dandelion returns to size, and Scotty can just get out of the giant robot.
Yeah, I go put it back first.
Pick up the sign, then turn it off.
I take the keys down to the hotel lobby, and I'm like, maybe you guys shouldn't leave these in there. Although, I don't know, pretty useful, so do what you want.
He says, hey, you're that band, right?
Maybe?
Like, Tarnished Creature?
Rust Monster?
Right, that's the one. You guys are, like, famous and stuff, right?
Sure.
I could really use some help drumming up more business for the cafe. You can take GuitarWolf if you want, but you got to take the sign with you. Don't you just like spin it a couple times anywhere you go?
We'll think about it. We'll talk.
All right. Okay.
What can I do first?
You head back to the Honey Badger where Susan is sort of waiting by one of the feet, and I imagine Johnny and Cregan are there.
Mm-hmm.
I pull a Healing Brand beer out of my pocket and toss it to Johnny.
I'm just like dying.
Because I saw you go flying.
I grab it and start drinking it as I limp over. It tastes foul. That's what it says.
Apparently.
So I just want to talk.
Okay. What? I had a good thing going here. Kind of. Yeah. What are you doing here?
We're on tour. We're a band.
Okay, I didn't know that.
You haven't heard of us? We're Rust Monster. It's my band, John Eagle.
You never asked. To be fair.
That's true. I didn't ask. I did recognize you from Fugazi, and I thought you were, I don't know, trying to take me back there or something. Not a part of my life I'd like to revisit.
Is that what you meant about "Don't take me back"? Is that what she said? Or
I'm not going back.
I'm not going back. Yeah.
Oh, no, we're not taking him back. Actually, I just want to know, where did you buy the flute?
I didn't buy it. I found it.
Well, look, how much?
It's not for sale.
Johnny, she's kind of using it.
Yeah,
it controls the right.
Yeah.
So I summon the Sentai.
So you're not going to do anything bad. You're just going to stay here and fight Kaiju.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of like I was in a dark place, a year ago, and there might also been some like mind control stuff. Anyways, I got got away from a bad situation. I moved out here, trying to, reinvent myself. Kind of like being a hero. The pop idol thing's not bad either.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you keep up being a hero, and it seems like they could use one here, what with, I just point at the giant shrimp thing and the
dead panda bear.
In half panda bear thing.
Red panda, not a panda.
Yes.
Yeah, she's like, look, I have no interest in like messing with Fugazi anymore or hurting anyone that's not a giant monster from, the depths of the sea or hell or wherever these things come from.
How'd you end up getting tangled up with Lord Led anyways?
Like I said, it was a kind of a dark time in my life. I don't really feel like revisiting it. So I was running with a bad crowd. I got tangled up with some bandits up north, and then it's a whole thing. And I don't really want to talk about it.
Hold up a minute. She said bandits. I remembered something. You're Susan. You're that Susan.
Yeah, I know. It's a pretty uncommon name.
Huh. Small world.
I guess it's all wrapped up. I'm going to go lie down for a while.
Hey, listen, if you ever need my help, she like pulls a lock of her hair. She just like pulls a snake out of her head.
Yeah.
The snake will get me a message. Yeah, it's fine. Some of them just fall out on their own. They're like hair.
I just like...
But alive.
Yeah, fully alive. She hands you a fully alive snake. This was a garter snake. It's not poisonous. Just... Do
we need to feed it?
Well, yeah.
Maybe, Cregan, maybe you can take this. I think Johnny Seagull might eat it.
Okay.
I take it and
You just hear from your backpack.
There's a dark little enclosure in not my pants, but in the chest on Spit's back.
Yeah, please don't put the snakes down your pants.
Your pants?
You produce just somehow a terrarium out of the chest on Spit's back, and that just sits on top of the chest now with the snake in it. And Susan goes, "So you guys are playing a show?"
Yeah, tonight at the...
Assuming the venue hasn't been destroyed.
I put the thing back.
Yeah, the
fine.
Oh, it's the motel, right?
Capsule Motel is safe. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Weirdly, always safe.
Yeah. Sounds like it has a secret protector.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can put you on the list if you want.
I'd like that.
All right. We'll see you later. I think Johnny needs to go have a nap.
I'm on the ground, like bleeding still.
I just pick you up.
Nursing your beer.
Yeah.
It's normal.
And you guys start walking back towards the cafe. We iris in. And that is the end of the battle of the GuitarWolf Kaiju Café and Motel.
Susan Saga.
Fable of the Flute.
The
Book of the Badger.
The Book of the Badger.
A battle of badgers. A battle of badgers. There's only one though. So.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody. Hope you enjoyed these two bonus episodes and our shenanigans and us finally using the rules of Quest.
Yeah. We just didn't
5
talk
episodes.
doors or anything, for like 3 hours.
We'll see y'all next time. Outro.
Ooh. Kirk's got some editing to do at that last part.
A lot easier when we were tacking on songs to the end of this. I could just say, here's a song from a band we like and hard cut to music.
If you enjoyed the podcast, please check us out at podcastsofdoom.com. There you'll find links to our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram pages, as well as our Patreon. If you're able to toss us as little as $5 a month, you can access bonus episodes, which feature some other events going on in Fugazi right now, as well as deleted scenes and other goodness. Or if you're unable to, just toss us a review on iTunes or wherever else. That always helps. Dungeon Punks was produced by Kirk Hamilton for the Podcasts of Doom Network.
Have you heard about the 2018 study that showed half of prenatal vitamins tested had unacceptable levels of heavy metals? No? Well, now you have. I'm Kat, mother of 3 and founder of Ritual, the company making traceability the new standard in the supplement industry. I remember staring at my prenatal vitamins and finding all these things I was trying to avoid. High amounts of heavy metals, synthetic colorants, and unnecessary ingredients. So, at 4 months pregnant, I quit my job and started Ritual because I believe that all women deserve to know what they're putting in their bodies and why. I'm so proud of our prenatal vitamin. The ingredients are 100% traceable, it's third-party tested for microbes and heavy metals, and recently received the Purity Award from the Clean Label Project. You see, we trace like a mother because, let's be honest, no one cares quite like a mother. But don't just take my word for it. Trace for yourself with 25% off at ritual.com/podcast.